Hello everybody, Brad Johnson here, and in this video I wanted to introduce you to a new technique. I wouldn't say it's really new, it's been around for a very long time, but just introducing you to the technique that helps you to open and expand the heart. So as we're going to be talking about expanding the heart, or again as we may refer to it in yoga as the Anahata chakra, the reason why this is important is because as you start to open up the heart and you're able to work with that natural gateway portal, you're going to have much more of a fundamental understanding about the nature of your own soul. When we come into this incarnation, our ignorance, that veil, blinds us to helping us understand who we truly are. And one way of helping us to penetrate that veil and move past it, dissolving it entirely, is to work with opening up the heart center, opening up Anahata chakra. So one way of doing this to assist in the opening up of the heart, and of course this is a repetition, this is all about doing this over and over again, is to work with a very simple practice in yoga, a breathing technique, which is referred to as Bhramari pranayama. Now, Bhramari basically means buzzing black bee. It can also be referred to as the bee breath. So what this means is that when you do the Bhramari pranayama, or the bee breath, you're plugging the cartilage of your ears, just like this. This is the simple way to do it. There's several different variations. But just being able to take your 2 index fingers while your spine is nice and erect. Of course, I'm in a car, so I can't really sit cross-legged. But you can sit in a chair, that's okay too. And while you're seated down, the most important thing is having your spine erect. Just have your spine erect. You guys don't even have to worry about sitting cross-legged, ever, right? If you want to do it, it's great. It's a great bonus, right? Sitting cross-legged, half lotus, faux lotus, it's great. But the most important thing is having a straight spine and just keeping your neck nice and level at the same time. But as we do that, we're just taking our index fingers, we're plugging the cartilage here of the ears, just like that, okay? If you guys can see okay. And as we do that, we just start humming. And that humming is very simple, it's just M, M, M. And we continue to do that through repetition. As you do this, the healing benefits of Bhramari pranayama is very great, right? This helps to clear away headaches, this helps to clear away migraines, this helps to clear away throat problems, this helps with your cardiovascular system, this helps you with your concentration and your focus, this helps with, most importantly, from what we're talking about here, opening up the heart, okay? Now, I have to understand that Anahata, or the heart, is basically a strikingless gong. It's kind of like looking at a gong in your chest, but it's a strikeless sound. It's not struck, right? It's only truly struck by our vibration. It's like having a gong right in the middle of our chest, and as we vibrate into it, the resonance of that vibration is what causes the heart itself to vibrate and actually open up. I'm not talking about the physical heart, but I am talking about it much more on an energetic level, on a pranic level altogether. So as we continue to do this, my suggestion is to start off with 4 of these repetitions of the bee breath every single day. So for example, waking up in the morning, doing 4 repetitions of the bee breath. So like I said, just making sure your spine is nice and straight, okay, neck is nice and level, plugging the cartilage of the ears, taking a deep breath in, closing the eyes. And just repeating that a second, a third, and a 4th time. The afternoon comes, we may decide to do another set. Okay, so we're doing another set of 4 repetitions. The evening comes, may want to do another set of 4 repetitions as well too. So if you can do this, I'd say at least once a day, 4 times, you're in great shape. But if you can do 3 sets of this, 4 reps, 3 sets every single day, you're in great shape. And I can pretty much guarantee you that if you're doing this frequently, each and every single day, your heart is going to expand open. Not only are you going to get all the benefits that I was talking about earlier, but you're also going to open up your psychic body tremendously. In fact, those who have a very open anahata, open heart chakra, are highly intuitive, they're highly empathic, and they also have the capability to enter bodies. They actually have the capability to impose themselves in other people's bodies. Not trying to be a possession in that way, but actually getting a feeling of what it's like to being inside another person's body, really without that person even knowing it. It's kind of an interesting premise. I have actually had experiences like that in the past. I have actually gone into people I know, their bodies, they didn't feel anything, but I could certainly feel what it was like to be inside their body. And that comes through an open and radiant anahata chakra. So like I said, the benefits of just opening up the heart, the most greatest benefit of that is that you're connecting directly to the soul. So like I said, to move past the amnesia effect of incarnation, you want to move directly into the heart space. You want to vibrate that struckless center, that struckless gong inside the chest that we call the heart. And our vibrational resonance causes that living portal of the heart to open up tremendously. And now we're seeing the inside of that heart that is bringing us into the abode of the soul. Now, to understand the soul is to simply understand witness consciousness. That's all the soul is. The soul doesn't have a personality. The soul doesn't have emotions. The soul doesn't really have feelings. The soul doesn't have thoughts. The soul is the combination of everything that represents, we could say, the grand body of life. It's the life body. What I mean by that is that we really see life as the highest tier, as the highest force when it comes to understanding all bodies, all experiences, right? So we have the physical body, we have the physical plane, we have the astral body, right? The transient body, the mental body, we have the causal body, okay? Then we start going into the love body, and we go higher up from that, we go into the life body. And it is the life body that is like the top tier, that represents the culmination of all bodies that exist. Everything that pertains to form, everything that pertains to presence, everything that pertains to what we could understand, which we, in some way, we can perceive. But just above that would be the epitome of the soul. The soul is a witness body. It's all about observation. It's all about being the witness. When you are being the witness, you are being the soul. The only thing above the soul is permanence, God consciousness, the self, Purusha. Okay? But again, the heart, when it's opened up, it helps us to go right into the soul, so that we now witness the soul in its entirety. We feel the soul body, you could say, which is just right at the very top of the tier, representing life itself. It's beautiful. I've certainly seen it myself. And like I said, it doesn't have any form of personality. The lower self is the personality consciousness. The higher self is the witness consciousness. And that's what we're bringing together within ourselves to have into a marriage, a union. We are marrying the lower and the higher together as one. And when we start to work with anahata, with the heart chakra, this is enabling us to go into the portal of the heart, to enter the soul, to see who and what we really are, beyond the veil of the illusion of incarnation, to where we have an amnesia effect caused by ignorance. So to really clear that ignorance out is twofold. Number one, open the heart. Number two, surrender, release. Just like I've been teaching you guys through the release ball method, prana transmission technique, and more. You want to learn to surrender and release, because That's all part of opening up the heart at the same time. But once you open up the heart, you are indeed going to become transparent by realizing who you really are as a soul. So go ahead and try this technique, the Brahmari Pranayama breath, or again, the B breath. Just remembering that MMM, with you plugging the ears, keeping the spine nice and straight, keeping the neck nice and level, plugging the ears, closing the eyes. And do that at least 4 times. Okay? That makes 1 set. If you guys can do 2 or 3 sets per day, you are well on your way to opening up the heart. And within about 3 to 6 months, I'd say you guys are well on your way to witnessing the transparency through the heart to understand the very nature of the soul that is the eternal, infinite witness. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll speak to you again in another perspective of the now. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Namaskar. And may it be well with you. Goodbye for now.